stretch your distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. So here is the punter, Matt Bosher, to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready. 5'9". 52 right here. 5'8". Bravo! 52! 52!
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And his first look is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. A shotgun snap for Hill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for his Saints first down. Hill looks to throw.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ready, blue 80, back 25.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 39 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Breeze finding Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him, though. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
11.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Breeze going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Move your quarter. Under 10. Check. Check 3. Check. Hey, wahoo. 11. Got it.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons push further out in front. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The throw over the middle, taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion with just shy of the marker. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first.
First down, New Orleans.
Ready, 5-8. Check 52, come on. Here we go, D. Hey, just like
Shotgun now for Breeze. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Ready, 5-9.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
7. 54. Right, 54. Switch up. Easy, opposite. Undercut. You kill.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze escaping the pressure right. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Ryan. This complete to Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. This is brought in by Hardy. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready, 25.
56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Wait.
SOS.
Ito Smith, his first carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
58. Watch twitch. Go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now it's Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Hey, Echo.
To throw again. Ryan is going to float this one. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Hardy, 58 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
95, 56, 95, 56, 54.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
21. I got you.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Space.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now this throw caught left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check 37. 22. 36. Hey, bye. Check safety. Ready to go.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
21.
Now Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a 1st.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move this.
And he gets in. Touchdown Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. Ryan. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That one goes for 24 yards. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end, Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0.
You better bring it. You better bring it. 21.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Wait! 54. Get your swerve on.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Hey, orbit.
Get your game up. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Let him go.
On 2nd and 1, Ryan looking in zone for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 10 yards, good for his Saints. 1st down. Breeze now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. And it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right? The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Breeze finding Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Now Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now it's Hill. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now Hill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Ryan wants to throw it. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
There's pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line.